Oh, Liu Yang, we have uncovered something on the surface of Moonfall.
Open a channel to the planet. I want to know what they found.
Oh, Liu Yang, this is the excavation team. We've found... No! Run! Help!
Report! What is going on?
The Inquisitor welcomes you, Explorator. He awaits you on the planet. I have a shuttle ready to take you there once you have docked.
Ah, Archmagnus Veteratus Striker. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Explorator Tech Priest now, isn't it? If you called me here just to mock my demotion, you could have done me the courtesy of doing it behind my back so I didn't have to hear it, Inquisitor. Calm down, Hector. I did summon you here for a purpose. That being, it is too soon. We must wait for the others to arrive. Inquisitor? Ah, here are some of them now.
You! What are you humans doing here?
The same as you. I thought you were aware of our involvement. I guess I was wrong. Let me introduce myself. I am Inquisitor Derek, and this is...
I know quite well who he is. So, Striker, are you not satisfied with destroying Moonfall and coming to us with false help just so we can watch our Sept world burn? Do you wish to laugh in our faces now?
I assure you, the events of the past
are still very clear in our minds, so take no part in any of your games. Leave now, or I will gun you down like the dogs you are.
Watch your tongue, Xenos, or I shall call down the full wrath of the Inquisition upon your head.
So quick to start violence, you humans are. I'm shocked it is not how your species greets one another.
What is the meaning of this, Naldina? The Tau did not agree to work with those who caused our misfortune.
We will show the Farseer some respect, O Aloyanoi.
It is all right, Fordanton. I expected that tensions would be high once we all met.
To work with the Imperium after what they did to us. It is too much.
Not when you look at the matter as a whole. You, Oyunoi, were directly contacted by the Necron Dynasty. They have awakened and wish to take their sector back.
But this wasn't the first time they appeared, was it?
Correct. The Noon Young first encountered these Necrons when he went back to Moonfall to see if there was anything worth salvaging from the planets before we departed.
Loon Young is alive? I heard he went missing shortly after Doranpor's destruction.
He did. When the Magi Dynasty, as they call themselves, appeared, he engaged them, but was overpowered. He tried to warn us as soon as he could, but by the time he returned to us, it was too late.
Forgive me now. I know very little about the Necrons, only what I've read in reports. What is it that they want?
They wish to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs. The Necrons once ruled many of the stars and were our greatest foe. Long ago, they were in a dormant state. They see us all as invaders of their territories and plan to eliminate us all for it.
How can they possibly think they hold any claim here? From what I can see, their reign ended a long time ago.
Time doesn't matter to them. They don't care how many years they were asleep. As far as they're concerned, their rule has never ended.
Which is why we must act fast. If we do not stop them now, they will rise up. Once they have taken over the Dornpor sector, they will turn their eyes to the neighboring sectors.
I still do not trust this alliance one bit.
I must agree. I don't see how this concerns us. Explorator, may I have a word, please? Please, excuse us.
This is ridiculous, Inquisitor. I will not waste the Mechanicum's resources to help out some petty Xenos, scared of some lone battleship spitting threats to them.
I am afraid it is much more serious than you think. Recently, several scouting parties have gone missing near the far end of the sector, and to make matters worse, the last reports we got show that orcs have been massing in the systems.
I still do not see.
It is simple, Hector. At the current moment the tower broken, they were ready to leave before the Magi dynasty appeared, and the Eldar clearly have no real power in the sector if they're looking for us for help.
Which means if we use this chance to claim systems while dealing with the problem,
then we will have a strong enough hold in the sector by the time this is all over. Dornpor can officially be called Imperial territory, not to mention all the knowledge you'll be gathering in the name of Mars. Your rank will be restored to you in no time.
And you are fine giving me, an explorator with a terrible track record as of late, controlling power over this war?
You have the most to lose and gain in this. I am sure you will not disappoint me. But rest assured you will not be alone. At the current moment, Archmagnos Venturatus Graham is on his way aboard the Liberty. He will be keeping a close eye on you, and will step in if he must.
Are you done?
Forgive us. Now, where were we?
In order for this to work, we need to agree to put aside our differences. If we don't, then this sector is doomed.
I don't like this, but it seems that we have no choice. If what you say is true, Naldina, we have no more time to leave the sector anyways.
As long as none of you tried to get in my way, I will agree to assist.
That settles it then. We best gather our forces and prepare. Yanoi, we shall advance our fleet to reinforce your position as best we can. If the Necrons made contact with you first, it is safe to say they will attack you first as well.
Very well then. For Talva.
Are you sure this is wise? You know we can't trust these barbarians to do anything that could be called useful.
We have no choice, Verdanton. This is the only path I have seen that has a chance of working. I have already convinced Sinoi that the attack was random, and assured them that your fleet is under my command now. Our manipulation of their actions will not be discovered. Now we must focus on the task at hand.
And as we agreed, Corsair, your fleet helps us in this matter, and we will provide you with all the supplies you need to maintain repairs. We are ready to do our part. I may no longer live there, but Solseo is my birthplace. I can't just abandon her in her time of need.
Then let us begin.
Hey, boss, there's no one here.
What the zog? What do you mean no one's here? You better haven't have taken me to the wrong place, Khan!
I'm sure this is the place, boss.
Then where's...
Welcome, Alexander.
Where the zog did you come from? Who are you?
I'm the one who summoned you here.
I came because I felt like it. No one summons Alexander the Great.
Clearly I have proven that wrong. Aha, our other guest has arrived.
I am Tarim of the Sons of Horus. I speak on behalf of my master. My word is his word. He shall honor any bargain I make with you. But be warned, any threats or actions done to me will be as if done on to him.
Interesting. The hero thought that the galactic laws had been lost under younger species. Now then, I summoned you here because I require your assistance. The Magi dynasty's territory has been invaded by forces calling themselves the Tau Empire, who claim the sector as their own.
I do not see how this is any of my concern.
Normally, the Magi dynasty would simply eliminate the problem, but our forces have not yet fully awakened. On top of this, the Tau forces have joined with a force they call the Imperium. Their combined forces at this point overpower my own.
So you want us to assist you in dealing with the problem?
Affirmative.
And what's in it for us?
There is a way for all of us to benefit from the situation. This alliance shall give me time to claim ruling power over the dynasty, as well as muster my forces to better combat the invaders. The planets in this sector are full of weapons and supplies for these invaders. Their primitive technology is of no interest to the dynasty. When this is over, you may take as much of what is left on the planets as you like, but be warned, if you attempt to take any of the planet's natural resources, the dynasty will take lethal action. As for you, our intelligence shows your vessels hold similarities to those of the Imperium, so you may keep whatever vessels, shipyards, and space stations of theirs for your own use. But I warn you, if you set foot on any of the planets, then the dynasty will treat it as an open declaration of war. On top of all of this, the dynasty will allow your vessels safe passage through the sector, provided you follow the terms I presented to you.
Alright then, we'll help. Just don't be trying anything funny when this is all over.
As long as you hold up your end of the deal, we shall hold up ours.
Then it is settled. Now prepare your fleets, for we are now at war.
Hey, boss, why are we helping them out? Why don't we just stop them and take their bits as well?
You stupid git. Didn't you see them? Their bits talk. I don't want anyone slacking off because they having arguments with their doors. Besides, you heard them. They're too weak to fight on their own. Ain't no fun in that. We'll take the others' bits instead, and at least we'll always have a place to gather them up if we need to.
Gee, boss, I never thought of it about it like that.
That's why I'm the boss, and you ain't. Now get to the biggin'. We got a war to win!
And so the war for the Dornpor sector began. Each fleet secured their position at one of the systems. We were at Taurus 9, the Tau at Moonfall, the Necrons at Nassaline, and the Sons of Horus were in the Dendis Kai system. The Eldar and the Orcs both set up their base of operation, but they were too small to be detected by scouting parties. It was our fleet that made the first move against the Sons of Horus at Dornpor, so we could give support to the Tau. In an attempt to prove his superiority, it was Archmagnos Veneratus Graham who led the forces to claim Dornpor for the Mechanicum.